Hello ma'am, this is Srijit. I am here with the project implementation of the title Data Security Organization in Cloud Computing over Social Media. Data security is very important for all users, especially on cloud areas. In social medias, people enter their data such as mail ID, password, phone number, etc. These data have to be stored in a secured manner. For this, we have implemented a website to encrypt all the data entered by the user. Now we will see how this encryption works in a website. For this, I have created an HTML page in which user can log in into a system by entering their username and password, which connects to the create.php file. In this, the data entered by the user are name, email, phone number, password, confirm password, and date of birth, in which we have to encrypt all the data such as name, email, phone number, password, date of birth, and all. For this, I have created an encryption algorithm in which all the data entered by the user uh, will be encrypted into a database and stores in a database. And we can fetch the data from the database and we can edit or delete the data. This is the code for creation of the user details. This is for the deletion code in which user can delete uh, whether they want when they don't want to use the social media. Here they can edit if they incorrectly entered name or email. They can edit the password also, password or email, anything. This is for read, in which from the database we are fetching all the data from the table called user. These are all linked. Now we will see how this connects. For that, we need to start Apache server and MySQL server for the communication between this code and database. First, we will run the login.html, in which it will connect to create.php. In localhost, I am doing. That's why I have opened the SAM server. This is the login page of the social media. You can give any username password. After logging in, we can register for a new user and like name, email, phone number, password, confirm password, date of birth, and send the encrypted data to the cloud. And we can also view the registered users who have already entered the name, email, phone number, password, which has been encrypted already. Now we will enter a new data called Srijit or date of birth. Okay. Now we will send the encrypted data to the cloud. In this, I have already entered email and phone number, if email or phone number, because if the database fetches any email or phone as same, then the user can't enter the data. So we will enter some other email or phone number. Date of birth will give us something. Now send encrypted data to the cloud. User is registered successfully. Now if you want to view the registered users, this is the new user that I have been registered. In this, all the date of birth will be shown as 0, which is encrypted. Date of birth encryption. These are all the other data encryption. In this, we can delete the data if you don't want. Data deleted for the selected user. Now we can view and we can also edit the data. Now I will show this data in a database that I have stored. I have created a new database called MyDB, in which the table name is user. In this user, this is the data that I have been stored, and I have already deleted, so it has been deleted.
Are going to do right now is, so this code is all about hierarchical identity based encryption. So in this code what we're going to do is like, so we are going to retrieve the partially encrypted database from the server end, and we are going to encrypt again with this encryption called hierarchy identity based encryption. So after encrypting, we will be getting, we can see that in the form of a console application where we'll be running right now. So we can see the encrypted format of all the variants in the form of console application. So this is a console application. So this is a backend to show you a practical one. So first is like, so here is, it's all about exceptions. What happens if user is null? What is if password is null? What must be the exception that must be given? So next is like for encryption. So after encrypting, we can see the encrypted format of from the partial encryption. So that is encrypted. So what is there are some exceptions where only the partial encryption is directly sent to the cloud. So we doesn't encrypt using hierarchical base. There are some exceptions. So then we can see here the word called HIE. This is called hierarchy identity based encryption. So this hierarchy based encryption is formed with a method called rinjal manage. So here the key size is nothing but the key size is nothing but a key generator. So we can see here the generator. This is the key generator, and here the block size is nothing but the the partially key generated one. So this is given and this is given here. The hierarchical identity based encryption works out, and then what happens is like directly uploads the fully encrypted one with the partially encrypted one. So we have to match it. So this can be viewed by organization at the same time the user. So here it gets encrypted. So here it gives the encryption one, and that is saved in cloud, that we can see later. So here it comes on a decryption. A decryption is nothing but same the it whatever we use the encryption, and that the same method must be used in decryption. To here also we can see this HI is nothing but hierarchy guarantee based encryption. We use the same method, we use the same key generator, vice versa, and we return the decryption ms array2. This is a decryption one. So this is linked with the previous one. So this is the previous one. So this is previous one. So here we can see that is linked with here. So same, all the exceptions are linked with here. So these are, so here the date of birth is encrypted and deployed. So whenever this message comes, the date of birth is deployed. So let's run this application. So when you run this application, you can see the form and the console thing. So here it comes. uh, let's wait for a second. So it's getting ready. So since it's encrypting at a large scale, it may take some time. Mm, so yeah, see, the name is encrypted and deployed in the database. This is the encrypted one. So here you can see the size of the encryption is getting larger. See here, it's half a line. Here this is one line, this is 1.5 line, 2 lines, and then it goes 3 lines. So this is how, this you can see the same words, but here the word differs. So that's what, the differing word is combined with the partial encrypted one. So to you. So this is the one. So this is the one. See, the database, the date of birth is encrypted and deployed. See here, you can see the 3 lines of code when compared to first line. First line is one half a code, and it gradually increases, and you can see the same, the same random letters, because one is linked to the other, right? So in order to give a connection, in order to give a connection, this has been arranged such a way that, so that's why this encryption is called hierarchy identity based encryption. One is identified by the other. This is identified by this. This is identified by, so each and every one. So this can be identified by this. So one can be identified only when we get two any independent content. So we have seen here, this has been uploaded in the database. So we can see that. So see. uh, so so we can see this here, like, see? So the same, the name has been uploaded. So cloud storage high end encrypted details. So then his username, then his password, then his phone number, then his mail ID, then date of birth, all has been included, and see the wordings are different. So here the word is different, here is word is different, which means this name is taken in between and this name is taken here. So one doesn't apply to the other when it comes to the wording process. So this is all about. So we have taken the even the IDs are getting different. So it's getting random. It's not an ascending or descending, right? It's in random order, so that it's difficult for the hacker to hack any specific account. So if it is in if it is in the ascending order, he can guess what is what. But it is ascending, it is in random order, which makes it impossible for the hacker to hack a specific account, and hacking of a lot is also an impossible thing. So um, as we said, we have seen the users upload the file in the data in the front end, and that is stored in the back end. So the partially encrypted one is again encrypted using a hierarchical based encryption technique with a random key generator. Here the random key generator is hierarchical based encryption technique, and that these two are parallelly stored in encryption social format. You can see that. So this is an Visual Studio. This has been directly linked with the cloud. This is an SQL server. This has been directly connected to the cloud. Whatever we type in that form, it encrypts. Again, it encrypts with hierarchical based, and then it uploads. So here we take care of two databases. One is the database that is connected with the front end, and the other database that connected at the back end. So we work with two different databases. So that's what we can see here. You know, we can we can see here. So this is one. This is this, of course this too is saved in the social media and cloud format, but this is the main one. So because it randomates all the users with a partially encrypted one. So this is what all about our this one. It is all about our. So here we can see here a lot of complications are used. So this is thing. So here we can see the encrypted one, and decryption is done only when the authentication is done correctly. What we have done right now can be summarized with the help of a diagram. This is our drawn diagram. So first is, so this bunch of users are called as the social media users who use the social media in day-to-day life. So they have a remote backup, so that if there is any loss of files, they can retrieve it. So as the social media users, they upload, they download, they do some um, transfer of data is happening from the server, from the organization server to the user's application. So those are the files that are getting transferred. So here where the real encryption of hierarchical identity based encryption works. So here what we are going to do is this: we are going to encrypt the uploaded user information. Here the information is a social media personal information, so we are going to encrypt it with the help of a key generator file server. So this, the output is going to store in the front end of the database. For example, if anyone is using a Facebook server, for example, so they'll be saving in a partial database, and this output is again encrypted with a random system code generator. So this is a random system, there is no any specific logic for this, and this combines and that gives a secret value, and that is saved in cloud. So the cloud, this file can be accessed by both organization and the user who are having a clear authentication. So only then this can be accessed with a de-encryption format, and de-encryption format works in the same format in a vice versa. So by this, a hacker can only can only get the files, but he can't see the files. So because it's fully encrypted, he doesn't know what the code, because we use a random code generator, and only this can be decrypted when we know this algorithm. So this is all about. So this is all about we have done. So we have first we have provided our user information to the social, I mean in the user platform, and that is decrypted and saved in a remote database, and that remote database is retrieved, and that is encrypted platform, so, with a cloud computing. So this is what the entire scenario is all about.